Hello there, this is Michelle Castillo, and today I want to quickly show you how to install an SSL certificate on your WordPress website and make sure that you are not impacted by the upcoming change to Chrome browsers, where people will see that your site is not secure if they try to fill in forms or use the site in general. So I'm going to use one of my websites, which is still SSL certificate-less, to show you what to do. One of the indications that a website does not have an SSL certificate is this little eye here near the URL, which says your connection to this site is not secure. Google, who actually publishes the Chrome browser, announced that they intend to make this insecure title more and more pronounced. And this is starting October 2017. It's going to become really impactful. So if you have a WordPress website, I want to show you what to do. Some people think it takes only to install the SSL certificate, but this is in fact not enough. You have to do a few changes to the WordPress website before it all works, and you have a green padlock, just like this website. You see, it says, not only does it say secure, there is a green padlock here, and it's all green. So the first step is of installing the SSL certificate, and this is where there is a lot of ways to go about it. It highly depends on what hosting provider you use. Some of them will require you to buy an SSL certificate. Some of them will allow you to acquire SSL certificate for free. We use SiteGround, and SiteGround has a free SSL certificate you can use. So I'll just quickly show you how it is done in SiteGround. I know Bluehost provides free SSL certificate. I think HostGator charges about $50 a year, but it really contact your hosting provider to make sure that you have that part taken care of. So if you happen to have SiteGround, which I highly recommend, under security there is an option which is called Let's Encrypt, and in fact they've already enabled automatically the SSL certificate for this domain that I want to use. So let's go ahead and do the other steps that we need to take. So what you have to do is log in into your WordPress dashboard, and here go under Setting General, and this will be the first step, is to update the URL. So websites that have an SSL certificate typically have the URL starting with HTTPS, and so you have to add the S to both URL, the WordPress address and the site address, and then you'll have to click Save Changes. Now WordPress will automatically log you out, but no panic, all you have to do is log in again. Now if we look at the site now, it still shows unsecure, and this is because some of the images that are embedded in the site and some links are still pointing at the HTTP URL. So the solution to that is to install a plugin. There are other ways to do it, but I installed a plugin which is called Better Search. Oh, you have to click Add New and install a plugin called Better Search Replace. And I will install the plugin and activate it. Once it is activated, there's a new tool under the tools, which is called Better Search Replace. And what we have to do is replace all the occurrences of the HTTP only URL of your website, okay? No other website, only your website, with HTTPS. Here they'll put a list of all the database tables that are behind your website. I just select them all by clicking Control and A. And then I will uncheck the run as dry run, because you could run one run as a dry run. I can't see, typically there is no benefit in doing that. And then I just run the search and replace. So what happens is this tool goes into the database and finds all the occurrences of the HTTP only URLs and replace them with the HTTPS. So as you can see, it says that it looked into 23 tables and found 52 cells that had to be changed. After this is done, I'm just going to deactivate and delete this plugin because I no longer need it. And check again if we have the green. So we still don't have the green padlock. So this is where you sometimes need to do some investigation. There is a tool. And I must say, sometimes this is just because there is some cache, and if you upload enough times and just browse around here. So here it already shows the secure padlock. And yeah, so in this case, it was only some kind of caching issue. But if you still don't have the green padlock at that stage, I recommend you go to a site which is called whynopadlock.com, and you put your URL as it is and just run the tool, and it will tell you why it's not green yet. So yeah, and so this is basically it. Again, just quickly go through the steps. Purchase or get a free SSL certificate and make sure it is installed. Change the URL addresses in settings, general in the WordPress dashboard, and then use the search and replace to replace all the non-HTTPS URLs with HTTPS URL. If you need any help, feel free to contact us. We have done that for many of our client websites over the last few weeks, and we will be happy to help.